Good morning and welcome to the playing card self-portrait demonstration video. For this we will use Photoshop, although you can use Photoshop or Illustrator. The goal is to create a self-portrait based on one of the face cards from a standard deck of cards. The hearts, diamonds, spades, clubs, jack, king, or queen. And you can use the vector tools in Photoshop or Illustrator to create this, but you're also welcome to use Photoshop, and that's what I'm going to demonstrate today. So to start, we need to find out where the custom shape tool is. It is hidden underneath the rectangle tool. So if you press the letter U, that will activate the vector rectangle tool, and you can click and hold to find the custom shape tool. Now what's so powerful about the custom shape tool is that when you look under the drop down menu and select the gearbox for all, it's going to allow you to load in every single vector shape that the library has. And included amongst those shapes are a lot of decorative things you would want to use for this project, but also it has the suits, clubs, hearts, spades, and diamonds. Okay. So if you needed to be the jack of hearts, you could create a heart. Now that heart is purple. We would want to change our fill color to red in order to make that accurate. So that's how you get a lot of the decorative elements that you'll need to design your, whoops, I don't need the calculator, design your face card. So looking at the background, you have the different suits. Some of the images on the faces are facing forward, three-quarter pose. Everybody's got a different amount of decoration. All the color scheme tends to be primary, but the one I'm doing is a one-eyed jack. The spades and the hearts are one-eyed jacks, so when you look at them, there will be different details that you'll want to include or embellish. So you can always create a likeness of yourself using the vector tools, but I'm going to show you a quick and dirty way of getting this done, and that is by using a filter in Photoshop called Sketch. All right, so let's pop back over to Photoshop real quick. I've got a profile picture of myself on this background. I'm going to go ahead and press Ctrl-J to duplicate it. All right, and filter sketch face. I need to make sure that my foreground color is not purple, but rather blue. All right, and my background color is white. Now when I go to Filter, Filter Gallery, and I have to zoom out to fit it in view, I'm going to want to look at Photocopy or Stamp, I think. Try to find the right balance of light and dark to get this to happen, but you know what, Photocopy. Photocopy seems like the one to do. So I'm going to play with my balance settings and use that as the template. Let's see how it looks when we go with detail. Alright, so I'm looking for something that will give me a good baseline that I can use to then trace. I want less darkness, but more detail. I think that's a good start. Now for this, all I'm really interested in is the face. Everything else for the body I'm probably going to make up. So I'm going to go ahead and take a selection around the area I think will be generally used in the card. I'm going to add a layer mask by hitting the little Japanese flag button. The background itself I can obscure now with a solid color of white. All right. And so I'm going to clean this layer up a bit. I'm going to paint white on top with my brush. Just kind of clean up these areas. I have detail I don't need. Rid of the background. I can also erase from the layer mask. All of these will lead me into the right direction. Now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and save, because I've done enough things and I've introduced enough things that hopefully you guys will be able to get this off and running on your own designs. But one more thing that I might want to add is if I go to Google and just right-click on the image that I want to work from, in this case the Jack of Hearts, I'm going to copy the image, and I'll just hit Control-V and paste it into my workspace here on Photoshop. So knowing that the Jack of Hearts is my ultimate design, I'll place that underneath my original. Then I can just play around with this throughout my project. I can hide it or show it as needed. And I can pick up some of those little design elements that I might need, whether it's stripes. Obviously, I'll look to try to add an axe and a crown. I may turn myself into a blonde. We'll have to wait and see. All right, so we'll leave it off here. Go to File, Save As. We're going to use our last name as always. Playing card demo. And I'm going to slap this sucker right onto the desktop so it's easy to find. All right, so good luck, save early and often. Remember, you'll want to work with the custom shape tool. And in the end, we're only going to have to design the top half because we will be able to duplicate whatever we create and rotate it 180 degrees to create the flip side when the time comes. We're not there yet. This is a little early, but I just wanted you to see how easy it's going to be once you get your initial design complete. Save it again, and that's it.